know if those are from the police cars.
I think those are, yeah, from the
flickering
emergency
I'm
vehicles.
just going to see if I can get a hold of this gentleman. Oh, no, he's not going to let me go by. I was trying to get a hold of the driver for a second.
Well, it's certainly beautiful, and I know, Cheryl, you mentioned how many Detroit pastors are there just to walk with the casket, and so many nationally recognized
and really
pastors will
just
be
to
here
come
as well.
at 6 o'clock in the morning and even through the night. I mean, I had talked to Pastor Griffin earlier, but just to they came simply to walk with the casket. It's like to protect it in a sense. I mean, that's how I felt, that they were just walking along with it to protect it, to give it the spiritual feeling that they needed to do. Because the Reverend Holly is not, I mean, I don't know that he's speaking at the funeral. I'm sure he'll be there, but how good of him just to come, and the other pastors just to be along with Rosa Parks as she was making that small little jaunt from the museum to the hearse.
Cheryl, I was struck by a special honor for you and for Channel 7, if you will, that you were allowed actually inside the museum.
Oh, I was. Let's pause for a second here. Now they're going, and you can see the motorcycle will lead them, and then the hearse, and then behind us the police SUV you'll see, and I mean, I'm sure all the way through the route. And they're shouting, "We love you." You can hear the people. Onto the hearse if we can. Let's see if we can get around so we can get a little more of a shot here. Over to the left here. Can you still see it, Eric and Carolyn?
We
Yes,
can definitely see it. We can see people waving goodbye to her. We can see people kissing her picture in the audience as well. So a fitting tribute to a woman who deserves every honor bestowed upon her.
Every part of the procession, every part of the visitation, and I'm sure the funeral will be amazing, but this is just an amazing event in our city that, and I've covered funerals, Coleman Young and some of the other dignitaries, and I truly have never seen anything like this. And I mean, we've been in the business a long time, Eric and Carolyn, and I don't think you've ever seen anything like this either.
No, and especially right here in our hometown, her adopted hometown.
We have seen the mighty pass in a good many years here, but I would join you and say this is an extraordinary passing.
It really is. What a tribute. I mean, we were just a week ago Monday night after she passed away. My cameraman Marlon Falconer was with me, and he said, you know, this is huge, and it is huge. Let's watch this take off.
Cheryl?
Yes.
I know you said 75,000 people waited in line just to see her there at the museum. How many people would you say are still out there right now milling about?
I would say that there's, well, the crowd now is, you know, dispersing, but I would say there was still another couple thousand. And at that moment when they closed the doors, you could see that there was, I knew that was going to be a difficult time. It wouldn't matter what time. They could have closed it at 9 o'clock. There would have still been people in line. And they just had to make that decision. And I knew those people were so disappointed and sad. Some of them had waited for 3 or 4 hours.
Well, hopefully for the people who had waited so long, perhaps they will be among the lucky few who will be able to see her at the funeral. Many of them are saying that this is actually better, that historic, that they're watching this. So let's see, it's still going to take off. We're still in our sight. Yeah, we can see it.
This is better than going and viewing her. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. The way they taking her out in that type of car is beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. It's beautiful. Oh, this is the best part. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And there she goes. There's her procession. So you can see that now the people are ready to go home, and you can see that the procession now is on its way to Greater Grace Temple, where there will be so much more yet to come today. And of course, we'll have it live on Channel 7. But you saw this. This was pretty amazing for all of us to see. I'm glad we could share it with you, and I'm glad I got to see it. Yeah, up close. Certainly a fitting tribute. A beautiful car for her to be taken off and brought here to Greater Grace Temple.
We'll take a brief break, and we'll be back with more of our special coverage, the life, the legacy of Rosa Parks.
Peggy, we are along 7 Mile, very near Livernois. We just observed the procession. It just passed down this strip of 7 Mile about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, about 5, 6, 7 minutes ago. It's a magical moment. You had dozens of people out here all along 7 Mile to observe it all and just take in this very significant piece, time, and moment in history. For now, I'll toss it to my colleague Cheryl Choden. She's over at the Charles Wright Museum of African American History. Cheryl?
Thank you, Brandon. And of course, about 6 o'clock this morning, you saw on Action News when they brought the casket out of the museum and put it into the hearse, the casket carrying Rosa Parks after visitation of more than 30 hours. It was an emotional scene. A lot of people outside, people who did not get in, were shouting and singing and thank you, Rosa, and it was very emotional. It was a scene that we won't soon forget. It's been an emotional time here at the museum, and now everything will kind of shift over to the church. Reporting live at the museum, I'm Cheryl Choden, Channel 7 Action News.
We interrupt programming to bring you live coverage at Greater Grace Temple. You see there the hearse carrying the remains of Rosa Parks, the mother of the modern-day civil rights movement. She has just pulled into the parking lot here at Greater Grace Temple, which will be her final farewell, a scene that is remarked around the nation and around the world. Thousands of people have lined the streets here. There are at least 3,000 people in line to get into the funeral. Many people just standing here in awe as they see her go by. An incredible procession along with her. Several different police. We've got lights, family following close behind as well. Many people have stood out here all night long in the cold to say goodbye to Mrs. Rosa Parks. She is a tremendous woman in this community who's lived here for a good 50 years. Many have remarked how she changed their lives, not just from that moment on the bus when she refused to give up her seat, but throughout the years that she lived here in the Detroit area. She formed a foundation for children. And many people say that there was a lot of times over the past several years where she has been able to touch them. We can see as you look at this crowd now of people standing out here, the thousands of people that have come here, many still racing, trying to get into the line. The church is big. It's one of the reasons they picked this church for Rosa Parks' funeral, but it will not hold everyone. Only about 3,000 people from the general public, and that's something Rosa Parks herself wanted as she pulled in here and will now take her place inside the church for her funeral. Her wishes come true. She wanted President Bill Clinton to speak at her funeral. He will be here. She wanted Aretha Franklin to sing a song. She will do that. And she wanted as many people as possible to stand by, see her take part in this final moment, a historic moment here in Detroit. All of those things, all of those wishes will come true here in just a few hours here at Greater Grace Temple. Rosa Parks, mother of the pioneer and mother of the modern civil rights movement, has returned home. Action News will have continuing coverage, of course, throughout the morning. We will begin live coverage coming up at 9 o'clock, continuous live coverage for what will be an historic day here in Detroit. We now return you. We will return you to Good Morning America here in just a short time. There are so many people here that have lined the streets. Let's take a minute here to talk to a couple of them about what they've just seen. Let's see if we can spin around here. You came out here. I saw you had a camera. Did you come out? You're not in line. Did you come just to see Rosa Parks come into the church here?
Yes. I wanted to get a shot at her hearse as it came in, and I want to take a couple of shots.
What does it mean to you to be here and just witness this?
I was just talking to my wife. It's actually an honor just to be able to be here to see her off, and even just to talk about the fact that she did such a great thing for us, you know.